All right, back with another episode of the Better by the Numbers podcast, presented by Life Metrics. We're at the third annual Roundtable of Longevity Clinics. I have here with me JD. JD, what are you learning and doing in the longevity space right now?
So we have a company called C-Cell.
Okay.
Like you can see your cells. So C-Cell.
Perfect.
Our origin is in a very advanced form of longevity science, which is called cellular reprogramming. And we have been in lab for about 12 years working on regenerative medicine for organ replacement. For knee replacement, we're working with another company that's doing heart replacement. And our first product that we have that's launching in the beginning of 2026 is topical skincare.
Wow.
So it's a product that you put on topically, and it's basically a serum that has, after 8 weeks, a 28% reduction in wrinkles and fine lines.
Wow. Okay. And how long have you been in this space pushing for that? You said you've been doing research for how long?
So our lab has been working on this for 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And what has been some of the success rates that you have found?
Well, so we've been working on a cell line and cellular reprogramming, and it's basically the fruit of those struggles for 12 years in the lab that's enabled us to get to the point today where we can be, I've been asking around, I think we're probably the first company that's actually will be going to market with a product based on reprogrammed stem cells. So there are companies out there that have received billions of dollars in funding that are not yet even in clinic with humans. And we've actually been able to take this to the point where we can go to market with it. So it's really an important advance in science.
Well, so the first company to go to market with it, is this going to be?
I don't know if we're actually the first, but I'm the first that I know of. And I've been asking around and nobody's given me a counterexample. There probably is somewhere in the world, but we're the first that we know of.
And this would be offered to the average person, or is this through clinics?
So this will be direct to consumer, and it will also be offered through clinics, through longevity clinics, through dermatology clinics, etc., and also directly online. We have a website called ccellskin.com.
Nice. So the science is there. You've already done the testing, and I guess what here at Roundtable are you learning that could help you achieve your goal?
We're learning. So it's a super interesting conference around longevity clinics, right? So this is a way that people all over the world can have access in a kind of a very close handheld way with physicians that are really focused on longevity. And so we're the skincare piece. But we're also bridging, because when people talk, and I think that's what's interesting here is when people talk about longevity, it's like, is that wellness? Is longevity the new wellness? There was a chart that was showed to us earlier that shows that wellness is this giant industry and that longevity is some subset of that, and that people have different definitions. But I think what's important to us is to interact with the longevity clinics here and to see how they can get excited about the science of what we're doing, and then also be excited to see that we actually have a product that's emanated from the lab, that's cutting edge, but you can actually put on your face. And when we see people, the first thing we see is their skin, right? Is their face,
right?
And so it's like this is translating. It's translating this very complex science, and much of the science is things that we're going to benefit from in 5 years, and 10 years, and 15 years. But it translates that to now, so that you and I can put this on our face, and we can actually feel and see the benefits of this advanced science today.
Nice. Okay. You touched a little bit on wellness and longevity and how they're kind of seen a little bit different. For what you're specifically doing, are you seeing this be kind of, you can interject and put this on in any industry in the medical field, or just this only fits in longevity, or it goes into wellness as well?
Yeah, it goes into wellness. I mean, it's, anybody that cares about their skin, that uses, that puts a cream on at night, is potentially interested in this. It's just that the difference here is that we have extremely advanced science coming from years of research that is finally seeing the day, but we've simplified that into a very simple product.
So I wanted to ask, so if you have a product, it's for your skin, what is the major messaging, the differentiator between your product and someone who's doing a regular skincare routine?
Right. So we're just serving that same person who's doing their regular skincare routine. The difference may be in that we're very focused on the results. So in our clinical trials, we've had 100% response rate. So everybody that uses the cream has measured in the lab, a third-party lab, they have had a median reduction in wrinkles of 28% and a increase in the elasticity of their skin by 24%. So the difference here is really because the consumer doesn't necessarily care that it's like super cutting edge science.
Right. They just want to see
that's what they want to do. In fact, it turns out I've got just happen to have some product, and I can put it on your.
Oh wow!
I can put it on the back of your. So we have a whole line of products. This is actually our cream, but it's this. The blue here is a natural blue. Let me put it on the back, and it smells like chamomile. And the blue is a natural blue that comes from blue copper. You can just rub it in. But the main difference is just the results. It works really well, but it's been formulated in a really nice way. It goes on really smoothly. It's got beautiful packaging that will come out beginning of next year with. But the main difference is really that it's very powerful in terms of the efficacy.
Wow. Okay, so you guys are definitely. And first of all, it smells great. You're not wrong about that. How many products do you have?
So we have 3 products that we're starting off with. So we have, as most skincare companies, we have a serum, we have an oil, and a cream. And
are they all used to be used in conjunction with each other, or is it?
So it's like everybody is very personal about their skincare routine. And some people are really into it and some people aren't. Some people just want to use a serum or a cream. Some people would use the serum, the oil, and cream. We recommend, in the ideal scenario, is you put the serum on, which is the most powerful. Then you put the oil on and the cream, and it creates a sandwich. And you do that right before you go to bed. And that really optimizes the results of the whole package. But a lot of people just put a serum or a cream on. It depends what you're into.
Nice. Okay. And what specific professions in the longevity space are you working with to push forward this product? I mean, I met with a plastic surgeon who was telling me that the first thing people start noticing, especially when they're going to them, is their skin. Their skin, and they're starting to see problems in their skin, and they go, "Hey, I need to fix this. I need a plastic surgeon." And they're like, "No, actually, you need a different lifestyle and to apply a couple of things to help you." So, are you finding people that you can pair with that can help you push forward the research you're doing with the skincare routine?
Yeah. So thank you for asking that. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're here at this conference. We're meeting with a lot of the longevity clinics that understand the science of what we're doing. So we're a little bit different. We're not kind of like focused on, Hollywood and entertainment and, feel good and, hydrate and like the basic thing. It's more, about working with scientists, physicians at longevity clinics that really understand the science and are excited about the science and see that finally there's a product that will be coming to market that is productizing that science in a way that people can use. But yeah, we're finding a lot of resonance there. There are, the typical skincare clinics that you would go to is an obvious fit. But yeah, I mean, the conference here is all about longevity clinics. So that's the main thing. And then we have a website, and we'll be available direct to consumer.
All right. What is that website, by the way?
It's Seecell Skin. So SEECELL skin.com.
Nice. Okay. And what are you looking forward to? What are you most excited about in the next coming years?
I'm excited to see, this conference is about longevity, to see all this cutting edge science. We're here at the Buck Institute, which is an incredible institution of research. and in longevity science, focused on longevity science. And there's so many exciting things that are on the horizon. So I'm looking forward to for all of us to be able to use that. And one of the reasons it's not actually self-promotional that I'm really interested in what our company is doing is because it's finally showing that you can actually productize and go to market with these highly complex solutions that are out there, like cellular reprogramming. That it's not something that's just always in the future, but we will all be able to benefit from many of these things that are in the lab today. And so this is an example now of what we're doing, of translating years and years of very complex biology into products that people can benefit from. And I think that many of the scientists here will be benefiting tremendously, all of us, in the years to come. And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. What is one big hurdle or competitor, I would say, that you're seeing that? I mean, you're saying that you're one of the only people doing it. You're asking around. You're not sure if you're the first product to come to market with this, with all of, like, I don't know, you see the commercials for skincare routines. It's all this research based. It's all this stuff.
Right.
How do you cut? How do you kind of separate the fake from the truth, I guess, because your product is going to market,
right,
and there's so many others, in skincare that is probably not as research based.
right.
And I guess how are you going to message the product to let them know, hey, we've done the research, we've been doing this for a while, this works.
Right.
And how do you get people off of their routine of what they're used to buying?
Right.
Like loyalists already.
So. Sure. I mean, I think it's like any product. I mean, you've got early adopters. You have a lot of people in skincare that are constantly trying new things, and then you have some people that like to stick to the same old product. But skincare is an industry where there's a lot of people that are experimenting constantly with new things. And there's a big group of early adopters. So, I mean, we're really science-based, we're evidence-based. So, we share with the numbers. It's highly unusual. In our clinical study that was done by a third party in New Jersey, we had 100% clinical response. So it's about the numbers. And then, as people try the product and they actually use it, I mean, when you put the product on the first time, you can actually see a difference. You immediately can see a difference. And it's, of course, it's not, I mean, even plastic surgeries, nothing in life is permanent, right?
Right.
And you have to keep using it, but you can actually see a difference when you put it on. And so the early adopters, they try it and they see it and they want to keep using it, and they'll tell others, and it's word of mouth.
When are you guys going to market?
We're going to market in Q1 of next year, so in March.
Wow. Okay, so pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay. You doing a big launch for an ad campaign or anything, or is this just
word of mouth? It's going to be kind of low key. We're a Silicon Valley based brand, so we're going to be doing events. I mean, we're available online, and then we will be available in some longevity clinics, skincare clinics. I mean, we're here at an international event, so we will have customers all over the world, but we're really focused locally in Northern California originally for the first maybe 6 months, and just get our customer base established here and then go global. But this event here has been incredibly helpful for us. We have people in Europe, we have people in Asia that are already interested. So
going global. Nice. Okay. And where can we find you? Where can LinkedIn? Do you have social media?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. It's JD Roth CCell.
Perfect.
That's the best way. My email is email as well. So it's just JD@ccellskin.com.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Talking to you. Thanks so much.
Yep. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. That was the wrap up of another episode of the Better by the Numbers podcast presented by Life Metrics. We'll catch you on the next one.